Yes, sir. What's going on, folks?
Yes,
Welcome
sir.
to a brand new, exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast. We are the realest sport podcast in all the land. You got to do
This
your
is
hands like
true.
this. All the land.
This is true.
Got a great show for y'all. I think you're going to enjoy it. Pretty sure you will. But if you knew, if this is your first time watching this show or listening on the audio podcast, I go by the name of KSpadeTheProspect.
And I'm your boy, Lamarcus 57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports Spade.
True.
I mean, this is episode 102. If you guys follow us on Twitter, at Strong Arm Sports, YT, we got a spade. We got a lot of things brewing in the background. We got some things coming up these guys are going to love. But we're going to talk about today's show, Spade. We got some great topics for these guys today. We know you guys been tweeting us saying, yo, where's the show? What's going on? You guys going to be on time today? We here. We on time. Let's get it started.
Let's do it, yep.
We're about to start where I want to be. Not a lot of topics. You know, you kind of slim down my portion of the show.
I mean, it's NBA time, fam. Let us shine.
You got to slim down my portion of the show this week. So we ain't going to talk that much NFL this week.
Good.
But we're going to start, at least in my division, where I want to be, with the NFC East. So if you guys don't know, Spade stream on Friday nights.
Right.
The whole chat last night, for whatever reason, was talking about the Philadelphia Eagles. And me and Spade was like, why is Philly getting so much love? I'm like, Spade, didn't they just lose? They just lost. You got, earlier in the week, you got Chris Baker, defensive tackle from the Washington Redskins, coming out saying, we the NFC champs. People forgot we won the NFC East division last year. We still the champs in this division. And the Washington Redskins have been looking, I guess, okay. They just lost to the Cowboys a couple of weeks prior, and the Cowboys lead the division. But Philly had the conversation last night. Chris Baker out there talking about his Redskins. They the champs. Put some respect on their name. They it. And I mean, sitting at the top of the division is the 5-1 Cowboys, Spade. How do you feel about the NFC East?
First of all, is this segment about the NFC East or the Cowboys? Because I feel like you're trying to make this about the Cowboys.
No. Spade. It's about the NFC East. Let's talk about the NFC East.
I mean,
you can talk. Hey, Spade, leave the Cowboys to me. You can talk Giants, Eagles, and Redskins all you want.
So you want me to talk about the NFC East, but you're gonna limit me just because you said that I'm starting in Dallas. This whole division is a toss up. Even now, it's a toss up. You know why? Because Jerry Jones wants his boy back in the saddle. He wants Tony Romo back. He don't care how good it's killing him. Mm-hmm. It's killing Jerry Jones that Dak look as good as he do. Jerry ready to yank Dak already. Jerry basically telling y'all he'll take Romo with a hurt back over a healthy Dak. The whole division is a toss-up. Odell about to marry a net. He already done laid down with the net before he married it. I don't know what's going on with that team. That team right there has tremendous potential. They spend a lot of money on the defensive side of the football that may or may not be looking like it's paid off. They still got one of the best wide receivers in the league. If they can get his head right, he's a loose cannon. You don't really know what he's gonna do. He's got game-breaking potential. The quarterback is the question mark over there. If you ask me, you don't really know what you're gonna get from Eli. Same thing with the Skins. The Skins should spend a lot of money on the defensive side of the ball. It actually looked like it's trying to pay off.
Okay.
Got to get Kirk to stop throwing to the other team.
That's
Check
true.
down Charlie, who loves to throw to the tight end, which is why
Check down Charlie.
Check down Charlie. I drafted Jordan Reed. First of all, man, side tangent. I drafted Aaron Rodgers in fantasy. I drafted Jordan Reed and I drafted Adrian Peterson. So I'm not a fantasy sports fan right now for obvious reasons. But with Jordan Reed being gone, we got to question whether or not check down Charlie is going to actually throw it down the field more. Is it going to open his offense up? Maybe they can get D-Jax, Luke. I don't know. The whole division is a toss-up. It's a toss-up.
Let me ask you something about the Redskins real quick, Spade.
Toss-up.
With Jordan Reed going down, you know, he's been having concussions. It's been reports that he's had 6 concussions in the last, I think 12 to 15 games, Spade. Yeah. Is it time for him to give it up?
Absolutely. It's past time for him to give it up. And he's a tremendous player. But if he only want to be a player, I mean, at some point, I thought you want to be a granddad, maybe. And I don't know. I don't know, man. I know me. Maybe I'm just scary as hell, fam. You start knocking me upside my head a couple times, I'm out. Whatever we doing, I'm out. Okay. Like, low key, I was supposed to be on the American Gladiators. I know y'all looking at me like I'm skinny, but I really could have won that show. But it was that one thing, the joust, where they hit you upside the head. I decline. I don't play no games above the neck. Even me and my homeboys, we can tussle. Above the neck, it ain't a game no more. This man done had 6 concussions?
Yeah, man.
Nah, fam. You ain't even got to talk to me about it. I don't even need a doctor's opinion. I'm out. But that's just me. And I know they got bread. And I know Jordan Reed, I don't know this, but he don't strike me as that flashy guy who just, burning through his money. Yeah, man. Go talk sports. Go see if you can. Hell, I might give you LaParisi. Me and you can run strong on sports, Jordan. What you doing? Let's
That's
make
cool.
it happen.
That's cool. I'll go take his other job.
But bro,
I like his other job.
Your division, nah, you don't want that job. They get knocked upside the head over there. But bro, your division, it's a toss-up. I know you want to believe that y'all got it in the bag. Y'all 5-1. Crop top looks good. The defense surprisingly looks pretty good, and that offensive line is hands down the most dominant offensive line in professional football. Y'all look good. But the man who's running the show want Tony Romo back on the field so bad that it's killing him. And I know you see it. This
isn't a bash the Cowboys segment.
Nah, I mean, I'm bashing
I
your
want to
division.
ask you about the Philadelphia Eagles. We was in your stream last night.
Right.
They was kind of on Philly saying, is Philly a top 5 defense? Like, is it Philly division? Where is all this Philadelphia love coming from, Spade?
I don't know. I mean, I looked down and somebody said statistically the Eagles are a top 3 team in the NFL, and I said I need to crunch some numbers because I don't know I don't know where all the love for Philly come from. I will admit that Philly has looked better than we expected them to, and the rookie Carson Wentz has looked better than we expected him to as well. At the same time, I say this all the time. It's going to make me sound like a hater. I say it about Dak as well. When you are a rookie or even if you're a backup, it kind of take the league a while to get some stuff to study on you. And it's a little early, man. Like I said, it's a toss-up. I'm not giving that division to anybody. I assume you want to go ahead and give it to Dallas, right?
Of course. Like, we 5-1. The
Falcons was 5-0 last year and didn't make the playoffs. Let's just say that.
I mean, you just talked for like 15 minutes.
Okay.
Can I talk?
Go ahead.
Can I talk?
Go ahead.
Thank you. Let me tell you something, Spade. First of all, we got to, I think after the bye, I think we come back, we play Philly. I think that's a win. It's going to be a tough game because it's a division game. I think we win the game. I think we win the game. It's going to be a tight game, maybe one of those 21-17 type of games, But we already beat the Skins. We beat the Skins. We lost to the Giants, which is going to give you a nice segue to the next topic. If they ain't had a kicker, we win that game. Well, we're going to save that to the for the next segment. But I feel like Dallas, like the defense, they ain't really a top 10 defense, but they middle of the pack. I thought the defense was going to be terrible before the season. I told you before the season, I think we're going to have to outscore people 40-38, 40-something to 40-something. Like, I thought it was going to be those type of games, but so far the defense has been playing well. We're getting some guys back, but we also lost some guys. I think we lost Skandrick again. I don't know for how long. Claiborne went down with a concussion. I think it was Barry Church maybe went out with a concussion. Like, we got some dudes out with some concussions. So, especially in the secondary, when it's already slim pickings back there. We got some positions we need to address. I still think we're good enough to win that division. As you said, our offensive line is stout. The run game has looked phenomenal, and Dak Prescott is doing great. He's doing definitely what the coaches asked him, not turning the ball over. I know he had some turnovers in the Packers game, but he hasn't been turnover prone at this young stage of the season. Redskins, I think the Redskins, like you said, it's Kirk Cousins, man. I think the Redskins has a good team. Like, I remember we was in a party one time, Spade, and we was talking about the weapons that Kirk Cousins had, and we was like, what weapons? Like, Jordan Reed is hurt now.
Hurt.
Deshaun is one hit away or one fall away from being hurt. Pierre Garçon isn't the same receiver he was with the Colts, but he's solid. Kirk Cousins' favorite receiver, shockingly, is Crowder. The dude Crowder.
Yeah.
He's been playing well, but I mean, I don't think they have these weapons that teams are like, oh my gosh, we got to look at this guy. They don't really have a running back. People are like, oh my gosh, we got to stack the box for this guy. Matt Jones is okay. but he isn't a guy that we need to stack the box for this guy. But I think the Skins will be okay. I think the Giants spent all that money on defense. I think the Giants is the worst in the division. I do. I think they're the worst in the division. Now, offensively, they got some guys, wide receiver-wise. They got some guys. But with Eli quarterback, Eli's turnover prone, they don't have a running game at all. They spent $200 million on that defense, and I haven't been seeing it.
Yeah.
I don't see what money went. Because they look the same. They look the same way they looked last year. And as far as Philly, like you said, Carson Wentz, when they drafted Wentz, I was like,
wait. So you think the Giants are worse off than Philly?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I think the Giants are worse off than Philly.
Wow.
You want to know why? Because I think Philly have more playmakers. At running back, they got to do Darren Sproles. Ryan Matthews been on and off with injuries this year, but he's okay. He's an all right running back. They got another dude named Smallwood. They got like 4 stables of back. They got 4 backs. They got some wide receivers, some guys that can make plays. And that defense, them dudes been playing. I don't know about top 5 in the league, but them boys have been playing, Spade. So I definitely think it's the Cowboys' divisions to lose, but I definitely think Philadelphia and Washington is right there.
I kind of want people to pump the brakes a little bit on Philly. Gotta look at who Philly's played so far as well. I think they probably of this division, they probably have had the easiest road so far. So let's not get too.
Okay, Spade, you want to talk about who people played? The Cowboys played the Bengals and Green Bay. Come on.
Yeah, both of them teams struggling.
But Spade, they are good.
Green Bay having like the worst season of Aaron Rodgers' career.
Not good team, Spade. So you can't give my Cowboys no credit. Are they not good?
No, I mean the Cowboys look great right now. I don't think that's the issue. The issue with the Cowboys is the fact that Jerry Jones want Romo back on the field, man.
Yeah,
he really does.
Son Jones, Stephen Jones, I think his name is, he pretty much running the show. He gonna sit Jerry old ass down.
We'll see. Since we're talking this division, man, we got to go ahead and move forward. We got to talk about the Giants for a reason that I don't really even want to talk about them. We mentioned this earlier when this news first came out. I think, I'm a two-down horn, I think we was the first people to really kind of call the league out on their, what's the word I want to use, man? I don't want to say bullcrap, because that's not a nice word.
Negligence.
Bam. That's it right there. We called them out on their negligence. We're talking about Josh Brown, the kicker, the once upon a time kicker for the New York Giants. The issue with Josh Brown that sat wrong to me when it first came out was the fact that the man got a 1-game suspension.
Yep.
My issue with that is after the whole Ray Rice fiasco, the rules was changed around and it was stated that the base punishment for domestic dispute issues was 6 games.
That's right.
That's the base. That's where it starts. That means it can be way worse, but it can't be no shorter than 6 games.
Yep.
This man got 1 game when at the time his wife was saying like, yo, we got a track record. We got history of me calling the cops
to the police,
on this dude.
Numerous trips of the police to the crib. And not to mention, Spade, came out this week. I don't mean to cut you off, Spade.
No, you good.
It came out that Josh Brown was keeping a journal of I'm sorry, EA, but he was keeping a journal, of the ass whoopings he was giving his wife. He was keeping a journal. He was jotting it down.
Don't make it funny, man, because I don't want to laugh.
I'm not trying to make a joke, but he was keeping a journal of the beatings he was giving his wife. And when the cops, raided the house or something, they found the journal, and that's when they seen all the reports. And I guess this week, a report came out that the cops had this journal, and the NFL was trying to get the journal, but they really wasn't trying hard enough to get the journal. And that's why now it's all this outrage again, kind of just like the Ray Rice situation. Ray Rice situation, it wasn't kind of a big deal until we seen the video. Until TMZ was like, bang, it's in your face.
Right.
Now it's a big deal.
Right.
Same thing with the Josh Brown situation. It kind of wasn't a big deal until this journal came about, and now the NFL trying or got their hands on this journal, and they read what Josh Brown was doing. But go ahead, Spade.
But my biggest problem with it is whether you got a journal or not. Also, one of them goofballs in the Giants organization was like, we're going to stand by our player, blah, 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 blah.
That was the joke.
Yeah, that idiot. regardless of all that. Also, I also read that another reason why they didn't go so hard on Josh Brown is because they couldn't get the wife, like the wife ain't want to like press no charges or whatever. Yeah. Ray Rice lady woke up and didn't want to press no charges. Right. Like she didn't want it to be that big. If the base number is 6, at the very least, the man should have got 6 games. It looks bad. Once again, the NFL, and I'm not even going to play this. I ain't going to make this a race issue. Right. And shout out, who is it? N51 came through with the word I was looking for, hypocrisy. That's the word. Once again, the league proves that they just a walking hypocritical league. When everybody looking at them, when the eyes is on them and they want to get this PR, they care about this, they care about that. At the end of the day, the league don't care about nothing but making that dollar. And this whole thing right here, it's a black eye for the league again. You know what? I'm going to say this, bro, and then I'm done with it. If you got something, you can say something. The league, they really need to, it's time to replace the commissioner. They need a new commissioner. This dude right here, he spent years going after Tom Brady by underinflated footballs. But you got players out here keeping a journal of beating on their wife, on their spouse, and man, that's why the NBA is better. You want to know why the NBA is better? Stuff like this. This is why. At least in the NBA, when it's a rule, it's a rule. This whole thing is just, it's horrible, man. It's a bad look on the league. This man was given the benefit of the doubt regardless. Ray Rice, like I said, man, I ain't going to defend what Ray Rice did. I never would. But I feel like he's become the poster child of domestic dispute.
Every time it's an issue, it's like, well, Ray Rice, they go
but I mean,
right
not
back.
Just that. Not just that.
Go ahead.
Moving forward, I'm talking about what he's done to repair.
Okay.
He can't go back in time and undo that. You know what I'm saying? And that was wrong. It's wrong on every level, every accord, whether we saw it or not. He was wrong. Yeah. But what he can control moving forward is everything he's done to repair relations. Yeah. He's working with all these organizations. He's training.
Went to therapy.
This man got videos of him on treadmills running like 20 miles per hour, and he can't get a tryout with any team in the league. It's teams out there that need running backs, and nobody will call Ray Rice.
That's right.
But Josh Brown got a jerk. I'm off. You can do whatever if you want.
I'm gonna just say this,
trash,
babe. I'm gonna say
trash.
First of all, Josh Brown is a kicker. I mean, which is more the reason to be like, kickers come down a dozen. Look at the way these dudes be picking up. Look at the way these dudes pick. They just told him, they said, yo, you ain't coming to London. They went out there and they signed Robbie Gould. That's what they did. Anyway, the crazy thing, man, this is what I want to say, and then I'm off it, babe. The NFL, first of all, one game is just bananas.
Especially when it's a rule to say 6.
This is exactly, I agree with you 100%.
That's stupid.
You start at 6. And then if you want to appeal and you want to turn it down, so be it. But you got to give them 6 from the rip. And we said this before the season even started. This stuff came out before the season started. Not the journal, but news that he was hitting his wife came out before the season. We talked about it. Spade, on top of that, if you want, Spade, you my man 50 grand, you do a crime, you still gonna be my man 50 grand. But I'm man enough to tell you, Spade, you effed up. Come on, bro. Yeah. You gotta be smarter than this. Don't do this. I don't think none of these, like, it's one thing to stand with your people, but you gotta be like, yo, what are you doing?
You stand with your guy by helping them get better. Exactly. I'm not gonna have, like, if my boy breaking houses and I stand by him by taking his ass to fill out some applications to get him a real job. I don't stand by him by driving him down the street and helping him. It's just crazy, man. They gotta. I don't even want to hear from the league when they talking about, because they finna come out and get all political and they're gonna be like, moving forward. I'm off it. So when y'all ask me why the NBA better, y'all need a new commissioner.
My last point, Spade. After the Ray Rice situation, the NFL hired a group of women to oversee these type of situations. To be like, yo, is this fair enough? All of them need to be fired. Where were they? Because they hired like 6 women to oversee these type of situations and say, yo, is the punishment fair? And those women are supposed to be like, yo, that's not enough. This, and that. And for him to get 1 game, and now it's the Ray Rice. It's crazy that this is the Ray Rice situation all over again, man.
Yep,
it really is.
Because we didn't learn a damn thing from the Ray Rice situation, apparently.
Yeah,
as
man.
the NFL. We didn't learn nothing.
Yeah. Go. Before we leave off the NFL, man, I got one more thing to add to show you how crazy the NFL is. And you know, I'm a football guy. The NFL, football is my favorite sport. I don't want to just say the NFL because I love college football too. Football is my favorite sport, but I love the NFL. To show you how hypocritical the NFL is, so the bow and arrow thing is illegal, but the NFL can promote all this beer and stuff, doing all this drinking during their programming. So Josh Norman actually came out this week and said, you know what? I got fined for doing the bow and arrow. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pour liquor. Let me see the NFL fine me for that. Josh Norman said, let me see the NFL fine me for that.
Well, get ready for it.
So hypocritical, man.
So hypocritical. I mean, they team up with fantasy sports.
Exactly.
They don't want to get behind daily fantasy sports. That's gambling.
Yeah.
Let's move forward, man. I want to get to the association. Can we do that?
We can do that, man. Let's move on.
Go. It's on you.
Oh, you're right. I'm tripping, Spade. My bad.
You good.
Lamarcus Aldridge, Spade. You got to talk about L.A. If you guys don't know, L.A. went to the San Antonio Spurs last year. Y'all should know that. Y'all basketball fans. But L.A., Lamarcus Aldridge, reports came out earlier this week that he could be traded. L.A. came out later in the week and said, it's not true. I love San Antonio. This is where I want to be. He said we made history. I don't know what that meant when he said it. He said we made history last year. I don't know what he means. What do you mean by that, Spade? He said we made history last year. They didn't win the championship. What are you talking about?
Maybe he made history by advancing a little further in the playoffs. They made no history.
Yeah, he said we made history last year. But it's reports out there that LA could be traded, Spade. Lamarcus Aldridge, do you think he on the block? Do you think it's look? I mean, the chat going crazy already. They saying Lamarcus Aldridge to Atlanta, Lamarcus Aldridge to Boston. Boston get all the free agents and all the trades and don't end up with nobody but Al Horford. But anyway, Spade.
Yeah.
But anyway, is Lamarcus Aldridge on the trade block? And do you think the Spurs should trade him? I mean, they did sign Powell.
Well, first I want to back up. You know me. Now I've only been wrong 3 times in the history of this show. That's 101.
I think you're wrong right now saying that.
Nah. That's factual. I had Statboy to check that.
Pull the tape. Pull the tape.
3 times. Statboy said 3 times. Anyway, last week I was going back and forth with y'all about Kawhi, and I was saying that I felt like LA was the leader of that team. Y'all was saying Kawhi. I'm like, how can it be Kawhi? He don't even talk. Okay. Like what he do? He talked to him through his telepathic powers. But this sure as hell makes it seem like it ain't Lamarcus Aldridge. He ain't the leader. He got trade rumors after 1 year. And I mean, that man deleted his Twitter for this team. Can't trade. Right. He could be following all the bad Instagram models. But instead, he focusing in on helping y'all make history. We don't know what the hell that history is, but he made it. He's sure of it. I don't know, man. This thing is weird to me because neither one of these dudes are spring chickens. But if you finna deal LA for Powell, you hustling backwards. Powell ain't but 2 years younger than Popovich. So that ain't gonna work. Powell old as hell. He ain't got long.
I mean, Powell played well for the Bulls last year, Spade.
Right, but bro, how many more of them years do you think Powell got?
I mean, we don't know.
Right, so I think LA like 30.
Spade,
right?
You GM in the Spurs right now. Are you trading LaMarcus?
No, that's stupid.
I don't know. If you don't want to be there,
Kawhi hairstyle. I trade the cornrows for a fade. What about that?
I don't know. Spade. I think if LA don't want, I mean, of course he's going to come out publicly after the rumors came out and say, I want to be here. But if behind closed doors, if LA want to be out.
Oh, you think LA want to be out?
This is the report, Spade.
Oh, well, you know, Charles Barkley said something about the women. He says the women in San Antonio. He said they be double fisting them chalupas. You gotta ask my boy Barkley. That's what Barkley said. He said ain't no bad women in San Antonio.
In Texas, bro.
Huh?
It's some bad chicks in Texas.
I think they in Houston, according to Charles. I don't know. I've never been to Texas. I'm telling you what Charles said. I don't know, man. LA come from Portland. Portland ain't really just the most popping place. I can't see Portland just being like the happening scene. It ain't a whole bunch of stars like, let's move to Portland. So, I mean, I don't know. But if San Antonio is dull compared to Portland, that speaks volumes for the dullness of San Antonio. I don't know why LaMarcus would want out. Maybe
argument you, Spade, is that if LA want to be out, then we got to move him because we got to get something before he just either up and retire or just call it quits. I mean, up and retire
He ain't finna up and retire.
Or bounce.
He ain't finna up and retire. Them checks look way too good. He ain't going nowhere.
I don't know, man. So, you know, they say it's better to dance with the devil you know than the devil you don't. Maybe LA went down to San Antonio and was like, man, I don't like how they run it down here.
I was gonna say.
I was the man.
Well, and he kind of wasn't. He left Portland because he would have games where he would beat a man, and Dame would forget he existed, and Dame would just start dropping dimes. Well, he wouldn't really be dropping dimes, but he would be doing his own thing. Maybe LA went down there thinking, look, Tim Duncan about to be out the picture. I'm about to be the man. But I don't know how he could think that. He got cable TV. Everybody know Pop don't really play that one guy's to star in my offense. He never has. So I don't know what he was expecting. This whole thing is weird, man. We're going to have to watch this and see how it develops. I can't fathom why Lamarcus would want to be out. And if he does want to be out, where in the hell does he want to be?
Well, y'all know me. I want to ask the chat and the supporters and the people in the comment section watching on demand on YouTube. If you the GM of the Spurs, are you getting LA out of there? Or are you going to just rock with them this season? Let me know. If I'm the GM of the Spurs and LA want to be out, then we got to trade them. Especially if we can trade them somewhere and get some assets. I think Lamarcus Aldridge is that good of a player that I think we could get some assets back.
Bet. This next topic right here brings me great joy to share to y'all because I like being right.
Wait. Spade. Let me chat. If you're with us live, if you're watching on demand on YouTube, I keep telling you guys, stop letting Spade be right. Like it brings me joy when Spade is wrong.
You know how that sounds.
Continuously let this guy be right. But go ahead, Spade. Tell him why you right.
Saying stop letting Spade be right is like saying stop letting water be wet. It just is what it is, fam. I'm right a lot. Let me back up. Let me tell y'all what the hell I'm talking about. I told you guys last year, LaParis, right? It was like mid-season when we talked about this. I told you guys, I said, to me, barring injury, I feel like Golden State should win like the next 3 or 4 finals.
Hey, Spade, let me tell you something else you said. You kind of got the Warriors downloaded.
I do, right?
Because you said before they even got KD, you said, you know what? The person that's going to be the problem with the Warriors is going to be Klay. Somebody going to be in Klay ear telling Klay, you the man. Yeah. You called that too. And then when KD got there, Klay said, man, we ain't changing the damn thing for him.
Exactly.
We do.
Exactly.
And now this Rose starts the bud, and now Spade's right again.
I'm right again. Spade. Yeah, Klay's father is an ex-NBA player who gotta feel some kind of way when he go watch his son play, and it's all about Dale, and it's about Steph, and it's about Seth, and it's about Riley, and it's about Aisha, and it's about the mama who I don't know her name, but I would like to. If somebody know it, drop that in the chat. But anyway, he gotta feel some kind of way. Everything's about Steph, and Klay is cold. Klay cold. Yeah. And I told y'all, like a year ago, I said somebody gonna be in Klay ear like, bruh, you just as good as this person. Klay kind of sits in the shadows, and everybody's under the assumption that Klay is all right with it. And he might be today. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I've seen these things happen. Go look up some of these singing groups. All right? Go look up New Edition. All right?
It was all good.
I don't know. I mean, it was all good when Ralph Tresvant had all the songs until somebody told Bobby he could sing. Then it goes downhill. Anyway, if y'all didn't know, man, Maurice Spates came out, kind of had some comments about the team. Mo Spates is no longer a member of the Golden State Warriors. I don't feel like he was throwing shade. You know, the media like to ask questions to set you up. You know what I'm saying? To give them sound bites they need. And Mo said it will be plenty of times last year in practice that Draymond Green would I'm going to use that, would F up practice. He also said that if this team, he said that what's going to hurt this team as far as winning is Draymond Green. He said it was plenty of times last year that Draymond and Klay was at it. They didn't get along well. They didn't mix well. And I'm sitting back like, see, they done lied and told KD that everybody just love everybody over there. We just hug and slap fives. And, hey, man, if I don't get no points and you get them all, we're all happy. And that sounds great, but it's a little unrealistic, especially when you Klay Thompson, who can shoot lights out. Klay can shoot. Let's not forget, man. Klay can shoot, and at times he saves this team. Because if Steph is off, if Steph is in his mode where he don't see his teammates because he want to break Kevin Love ankles and Kevin Love got his ass clamped up and he can't get the shot off, you Klay just sitting over there in the cut like, whenever he want to finish doing all this dribbling, I'm open over here.
A lot of people say that Klay is a better shooter, a better pure shooter than Steph Curry. That's what they say.
So it was another comment that was releasing this same thing from a NBA exec that said that team is weak. Said the way that they play is weak. And, so when asked, the girl Rosalind, I feel like y'all know her. She's a sideline reporter for the Golden State Warriors. And she got a chance to put the mic in front of Klay and was like, Klay, there was some comments made, how does the team feel about it? And Klay was like, how can you call us weak and then stay anonymous? Which I actually agree with. Klay was like, if you want to call us weak, put a name on it. But if you're going to call us weak and stay anonymous, that's weak. So Roz said, y'all mad at Mo? And he was like, nah. Because I don't think Mo for that bull. I don't think Maurice Spates is for that bull. Now, I did see today in doing my research for the show that Mo said that wasn't his quote. He said he didn't say it that way. But I don't know where it came from. Because for him to not say it, when they took it to Klay, and Klay thought he said it, Klay didn't say, nah, that's BS. That didn't happen. They asked Klay, are you mad at Mo for what Mo said? And Klay said no. So that tells me that it happened. Because if it didn't happen, Klay would have been like, that never happened. Me and Draymond never got into it. So, LaParis, I say to you, first of all, I'm right again, bro.
It makes me sick to my stomach.
Well, then you need to get some pep, though, because I'm right a lot. Okay? Get some pep, though. But secondly, I want to ask you, do you really feel like some ego issues could stop this team this year, or are you going to go ahead and pencil those guys in the championship game this year?
I mean, Spade, the season is done. The season haven't even started yet, but I got the Warriors and the Cavs in the finals again.
Okay.
With that being said, they might get there this year, but those type of situations like that is what turn potential dynasties into just a good run. They had a good run, and that's what turned potential runs into dynasties, being able to gel and have chemistry and people not. I mean, you're going to bicker. I mean, man, you have arguments too, man. Yeah. But when it's time to get it in, we get it in. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. These guys, I agree with you. Klay feel like, I'm going to say, ain't no hole in Klay Thompson.
Klay
Thompson, KD got signed. He ain't say, oh, we're going to figure it out and make it work. He was like, man, that dude got to come over here and play how we play. We ain't changing nothing.
Yeah.
Like, ain't no hoe in Klay.
Yeah.
So, for Klay not to deflect what Mo said and be like, that's not true, none of that, like you said, it got to be some truth.
It's some truth to it, man.
That's what make dynasties turn in. The Warriors had a good run, bro. Mm-hmm. They had a good run. So, I mean, we got to wait and see how this going to, work out. I'm seeing people in the chat saying, if KD stay, then Klay going to be out. Spade, you said that previously, maybe like last season, you was like, man, I could see Klay Thompson leaving.
When it's re-up time. When it's re-up time, I could see Klay bouncing. But I will say this, and we know this as sports fans, winning cures all.
That's true.
Winning cures all. But they didn't win the championship last year. Let's not forget. They lost a 3-1 lead. Never forget. Let's suppose by chance, I don't know, let's say they drop another 3-1 lead. Man, I think it's going to be tough to keep that group together, man. Especially for KD. KD went over there for an easy ride, man. If that car going to break down too, he might as well stayed in the hoop that he was in. Might as well.
Especially, Spade, it's about to be some new money, ain't it? Did the new money check in yet?
It's on the way.
Yeah, the new money about to check in. Cap about to go up. Team's going to have way more money. I would hate to see it. But I could see the Knicks scooping in there like Klay. We got all this bread. Melo a little older. We got some guys on their way out. We got some money. Klay, what's up? Yeah. I can see a team like the Knicks scooping in there and giving Klay a boatload of money. I can see a guy like a Pat Riley scooping in there and giving Klay a boatload of money. So, yeah. I mean, we have to wait and see how this play out. Whatever issues the Golden State Warriors got, they better work them out. Because, like I said, that type of stuff turns dynasties into, the Warriors had a good run. It turns it into that.
Yep. Facts.
You ready to move on?
Yes, sir. I'm right again.
We know all this NBA talk. We got to do an NBA little preview. The season starts Tuesday. It's some games Tuesday, Spade. Mm-hmm. We kind of talked about it a little bit in the last segment, but Spade, let me ask you. Do you have anybody other than the Warriors and the Cavs in the finals? Is it anybody in the league? I mean, people said KD moving to the Warriors ruined this season of the league. Do you think anybody else can attempt to stop the Warriors in the West? And do you see anybody in the East taking the Cavs out of the finals? Because I got the Warriors and the Cavs back in the finals again.
Unfortunately not. And I say it's unfortunate because we like parity. At the same time,
it was a long season though, bro.
It's a long season, but I'm gonna tell you, regardless of, even though I'm willing to bet money that it's gonna be some arguments, it's gonna be some chemistry issues in OKC and Golden State. It's not gonna be all kicks and giggles like they want you to believe. It ain't gonna be all alley-oops and behind the back passes. At the end of the day, talent, the talent alone. They don't even need a coach. They proved that last year. Like, y'all think Luke Walton really a good coach? You're going to see this year. Watch Luke. Lying. Let's see how great Luke looked with different talent. They got the talent to accidentally get to the finals. And I hate that for the league, but at the same time, it's some teams out there that I would keep my eye on, definitely. There's some other teams out there.
Give me one.
Well, for starters, I'm going to keep my eye on them Houston Rockets.
Oh, my gosh.
What you mean? What you mean, oh, yo, God, fam? Bobby Brown. You know who Bobby Brown is? No. Bobby Brown is a 32-year-old journeyman who getting a shot with the Houston Rockets because James Harden moved away from the shooting guard position. 32 years old, this guy has got the keys. He got the keys. Bobby Brown.
Listen, man. Spade kills me because he...
You asked me the question to get mad at my answer. Can I have my answer?
Spade from Houston. Get him, chat. What are you talking about?
I would like to say...
We already got to do our top 5. If you guys didn't know, we're going to do our top 5 shooting guards, top 5 point guards today. But Spade we're already going to be able to talk James Harden because we're going to do our top 5 shooting guards, and we know James going to have Harden. I
mean, I got James in my top 5 shooting guards.
He still finds a way to talk Houston Rockets. Spade, the Houston Rockets don't have a chance, bro.
Why you going to say that? Why? Why don't they have a chance?
Because they don't. They're not going to beat the Warriors in no playoffs in 7 games, man.
They might. It's possible.
They not, Spade. They not. Let me ask you this. What about the East? Can anybody compete with the Cavs in the East?
I don't know, man.
I see a lot of people were saying, if you guys didn't follow us, you guys need to follow us on Strong Arm Sports. This week and a little bit last week, we were writing the team's names and people was giving us their schedules. A lot of people said that the Celtics are going to have 60-plus wins. The Celtics.
Yeah, that's a stretch.
And that the Celtics got a shot to be in the Eastern Conference Finals along with the Raptors. Spade, do you see any of those teams dethroning the Cavs as Eastern Conference champs?
No, I don't. But it's a team in the East that I like. Now, I was kind of trolling on the Houston thing. Y'all know I'm a James Harden fan. I got to show my boy love. I got a contract. I'm actually sponsored by the James Harden Fan Club Association. And I got to shout him out a certain amount of times to get my check. I got mouths to feed.
I believe that,
seriously, jokes aside, though, I'm not saying this team can dethrone the Cavs, but I'm going to tell you a team in the East that I really will be keeping my eye on this year, and that's the Pacers.
Okay.
On paper, this team looks good to me, man. I feel like the Pacers are going to be a good team. At the same time, I don't know how it's going to work on the court. We've seen a bunch of names come together and go, man, this team looked like it could be something, and it not work. But on paper, the moves that the Pacers made in the offseason to put talent around PG-13, I think they got something. I really do. I'm serious when I say that. No joke.
We talked about the Pacers earlier. It might have been off camera, but we said, man, the moves they made, I definitely think on paper they got better.
Yeah, straight up.
They got a lot better.
Straight up.
I got a couple more questions for the NBA preview. Then if you want to add something for the NBA preview, you can. One, a little two-parter. One, what the hell is Orlando doing? It looks like Aaron Gordon is going to start at small forward. We kind of talked about Orlando a little bit.
I got an Orlando hat
Aaron Gordon is starting at small forward. And last but not least, the Thunder. Do you see the Thunder making a nice little run to the playoffs? Do you think they can get in with just Westbrook and company?
Yeah. Let me start with the Thunder. They can, man, because Westbrook is that guy. Football players do this a lot. Matter of fact, I'm going to shoot to somebody in particular. You ever see Brian Dawkins before the game?
Yeah.
He crazy.
Yeah.
He just be walking around screaming, and you got to look at him and go, what's wrong with him? But he needed that chip. And if he didn't have a chip, he would create it. He'd go over there and fuss with himself in the corner for like 5 minutes to create that chip on his shoulder. Russ finds a chip to play for, and this year he actually got one. Now the scary thing is, usually, a lot of times, Russ is uncontrollable in this. And there's going to be some moments of that. That's the good and the bad that comes with what you get from him. But adding Oladipo, who still needs to work on his shot a little bit, but adding Oladipo is going to be not only another person who can score a little bit, but I think Oladipo's a better than average perimeter defender, which they lost when they got rid of Cephalosha. So I really feel like you can put him in a situation where he ain't got to guard the Stephs or the Dame Lillards or whoever. You can put Vic on them guys, let him kind of conserve some of his energy for the offensive side, and I think they can make a playoff push. I think they can get that 7 or 8 spot. It's possible.
That's a good point.
Orlando,
as well.
I don't know what the hell Orlando doing.
Hold on, let me jump in on the Thunder real quick. I agree with you with what Westbrook is my dude. Westbrook, my coach used to tell us when we played football, I don't want to see none of y'all looking funny in the face. Ain't no funny in the face in no Westbrook. That dude locks in, and Westbrook mentality, he can channel something else that other people don't have. He can go somewhere else where other people don't have that Brian Dawkins type of attitude. That's why I love Westbrook. So I can see them getting a 7 for AC, but I remember that year when KD got hurt, Spade. We was like, yo, we would love to see the Thunder get that AC and play the Warriors in the first round. I would love that again.
Yeah,
I would love if we would get that this year. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Pelicans got it that year and they got swept. Now, I'm not saying that the Thunder won't get – they probably will get swept too. But
they might.
Westbrook, it ain't going to be for lack of trying, because Westbrook will run through the glass of the basket to try and beat those guys.
Yeah, definitely.
As far as the Magic, Spade.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't like what they're doing. It don't make basketball sense. You want to get bigs, I understand that. You want to add defense, I understand that. But they basically broke off Bismack Biyombo to bring him off the bench. He ain't gonna start, right?
It's gonna be Vucevic
you gotta
and
start
Serge.
Vooch. Vooch led the team in scoring last year, 21 a game. You gotta start Vooch. Top 5 center in the league, if you ask me.
They traded for Serge, and
Brought
they
over
say AG,
Ibaka.
and they said AG is gonna play small forward.
I don't know.
And Evan Fournier and Elfrid Payton at the point who can't shoot. I don't know about the Orlando Magic, man.
They still got Super Mario out there. I don't know. I
don't know what the Magic doing either. It's going to be fun to watch because it seemed like they, if I'm not mistaken, didn't I see the Magic say trust the plan or something? We got to trust the plan. They said something like that.
I would hope not. I hope not.
Yeah, they said something like that. They said we got to trust the process or something. I don't know what's going on. Spade, that's all I got for the NBA preview. I don't know if you.
I got one question.
Go ahead. It better not be about my Bulls.
Bulls making the playoffs? Bulls making the playoffs?
Spade, the Bulls are making the playoffs. The Bulls going to the Eastern Conference Finals. They got my bold prediction. They got my bold prediction.
Yeah.
They got my bold prediction for the NBA season. The Bulls are making it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
So you just you're not even gonna take this show serious. This is just a game to you. You're just gonna come out here and crack jokes.
Hey,
all right.
That's my bold prediction. The Bulls will make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Give me your bold prediction, Spade, about this upcoming NBA season.
I already gave you one.
Prediction.
I already gave you one.
Fact,
James Harden will average a double-double. Points and assists.
Yeah, you're right. You said triple-double.
I never said that. No, I never said that. Somebody said that. They thought that was funny. I didn't. Let's get into the big draw for today's show.
Okay.
What we do, y'all, going into the season, we did the same thing for the NFL. Week after week, we go and we take each position and we give you our top 5s. Now, let me explain something to you about this. These things are taken into consideration based off what we saw from these folks last season and where we feel like they're going to progress to in the current season or the season we're going into. We haven't seen them yet this season, y'all. Preseason ain't real. That's what that PRE mean in front of it. It mean not real. So y'all like to do this thing where I'll put somebody in my top 5 and then have a bad game and y'all will come straight to me on Twitter like, thought it was top 5 though. The thing is kind of a gamble. I'm basing it off of what we saw last season and going into this year. That's why you'll see some guys on our list one year, they won't be on our list the next year. Goes like that. Now, because the NBA season starts this week, we got to finish it up because we want to be done before the season starts because once the season starts, you see some things that change your mind. So we're going to give you 2. We're going to give you BOGO. Buy one, get one, 2 for the price of 1. Top 5 shooting guards in the league. Top 5 point guards in the league. LaParis, you on the hot seat. You going first. Give me your top 5 shooting guards starting at 5.
I knew we were starting with you. I knew we were starting.
Well, we started with centers, fam. So, I mean, come on. These are the rules.
I knew it. All right. Top 5 shooting guards. I'm going to go 5-1. At 5. I got Dwayne Wade. As number 5. I don't want to see no faces, Spade. No faces.
I ain't made no face, fam. I'm listening.
At 4, give me DeMar DeRozan. At 3, going back to Chicago, give me Jimmy Butler. At 2, now see this right here is what's going to get. I got James Harden as the second best 2 guard in the league, and number 1, give me Klay Thompson. Give me Klay Thompson as the number 1 shooting guard in the league. Give me Klay. What you think, Spade? Talk to me.
Oh, man. I know why I'm the basketball expert.
Talk to me, Spade.
I know why I'm the basketball expert, fam. All right. Let me give y'all a better list. That list was okay. That was all right. Give yourself a pat on the back.
I said they go to argument again. Jimmy Butler, small forward. We talking about last year, y'all. He just said it.
Yeah. Also, we hadn't seen, like, the reason why we put, because technically Harden's a point now. But,
I mean, Antetokounmpo is a Greek freaking point.
Which I hate. All right. Let me do this right here. It's going to be tough. I already know it's going to be some hate. Let's get into it. At 5, I also got Dwayne Wade.
Okay.
At 4, I got CJ McCollum.
So you taking CJ over? Go ahead. Let me finish. Go ahead.
I mean, can I do what I do?
You can finish. Go ahead.
At 3, I got Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
At 2, I got Klay Thompson. At 1, I got James Harden.
So no DeRozan on your list.
Can't put DeRozan in my top 5, fam.
Why not?
Because he's too streaky for me.
And CJ McCollum is it?
I mean, no. Not to me. Not to me. On a consistent basis. And I love CJ McCollum. Let's go postseason. Who was more consistent in the postseason?
I don't know. I can't answer that. I don't know.
I can. So let's go back to your list. Harden at 2? You really believe that?
I mean, yeah.
Why?
Let me tell you something, man. I love, regardless of what you think, I love James Harden.
I mean, it's the stuff like this that make me question that statement.
Absolutely not. I'm gonna tell you why.
I want to hear this.
Both ends.
That's because he got the energy too. He ain't gotta carry the scoring load for his team. He ain't gotta carry the scoring load.
Sometimes he do, Spade.
Yeah, everybody can carry the scoring load once a month and be refreshed, bro.
Spade. Klay defensively is considered one of the best defensive 2 guards in the league, as well as one of the best scorers at 2 guard in the league. To me, that makes him number 1, man.
Go ahead.
Defensively, that gotta matter a little bit. I mean, James Harden get out there and get you buckets, but his man kind of chef him up a little bit too, though.
All right, well, let me ask you this: do you really feel like James Harden can't play defense? You think he can't play defense?
No.
So
I think he can play defense. I think he can.
Okay, so what's the issue?
See, I think he don't play defense.
Why do you think he don't? Because he do
so
much on the man. He would be gassed, bro. It ain't no way. Okay, I'm gonna let you have your list. That's your list.
Yeah, and I actually like my list. I mean, you don't even got a DeRozan on your list. I mean, you don't even got DeRozan on your list, and then gonna say it's because he's streaky. So I'm gonna add C.J. McCollum, who's streaky, on the list. I don't know. I like C.J. McCollum, but he's streaky too. He's streaky as well. Any shooter is streaky.
That's the thing. DeMar not a shooter. I mean, he can shoot a little bit, but that ain't his thing.
No,
he's athletic. So how the hell you athletic and you streaky?
His name is streaky. C.J. McCollum is streaky because he is a shooter. Any shooter is streaky. DeRozan isn't really a shooter. He more attacks the rack and pulls like mid-range. He ain't out there just jacking.
So how the hell you gonna be an inconsistent rim attacker? Just think about what you just said. You got an inconsistent rim attacker in your top 5.
Spade. All the time you can't beat your defender, bro. Sometimes James Harden can't beat his defender, so he had 13 turnovers.
Nah, sometimes James Harden can't beat his defender, so he get a trip to the charity stripe, which is why he the best 2 guard in the league, because he can get his points either way. Let's move on to point guard before I get infuriated with you right here on the show. You want me to go first, or you want to go?
You can go first. Let me hear your point guards. Rose better not be on your list.
He is.
Oh, Lord.
At 5, top 5 point guards from 5 to 1. This is based off of what we last saw, not talking preseason. At 5, give me John Wall. I really feel like John Wall slept on. I feel like he underrated, to be honest with you. He could probably be higher. He probably should be higher. Matter of fact, for the first time ever, I'm switching mine on live. I'm switching it live. At 5, give me Dame Lillard. And at 4, give me John Wall. I want Wall over Lillard.
Okay.
At 3, give me CP3.
Okay.
At 2, give me Steph Curry. At 1, give me Russell Westbrook. What you mean on your guy? Why you calling on your guy? What's the problem?
You want to know why? You want my list? You want my list? Because I got the real list.
Why you calling on your guy? Because
I got the real list over here.
Go.
I got the real list over here.
Go.
I'm going to tell you, Dame Lillard, number 5.
Say it.
Spade, how you leave off Kyrie Irving? Kyrie Irving, number 4.
I did.
How you leave off Kyrie?
I did. I legit did. You know what? Kick Dame off my list.
What are you talking about? Give me Kyrie over John Wall right now. Give me Kyrie over Wall.
Yeah. I'm changing mine for a second time.
No, let me finish.
Go.
At 3, I got Chris Paul. At 2, I got Steph Curry. And because I'm the biggest Westbrook fan, you guys probably know, I got Westbrook as the number 1 PG in the league. If I was drafting a team right now, you guys would probably say it's stupid. But if they said you got to draft a team right now, your number 1 overall pick got to be a PG in the league, I would take Westbrook.
Okay, so who was 5 for you?
Lillard, Kyrie at 4, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, and Westbrook.
Okay, let me redo mine. This is the first.
Hold up. Wait, I gotta talk to the people. I gotta talk to the people.
Wait, the people gotta wait till I redo mine.
He's supposed to be the SAS basketball expert. He left Kyrie off his list. How we gonna let that slide, y'all?
I'm fixing it. I'm trying to fix it. Can I fix it?
This
what you mean I can't fix it? This is live.
What's done is done. And don't edit this out the show.
I'm going to. Now, I can go ahead and tell you now, if you one of those people that check it live and go back and see it on YouTube when we post it, that won't be up there. Matter of fact, to make it sound good on the repost, let me give you the real 5. Give me John Wall at 5. Give me Kyrie at 4. Give me CP3 at 3.
Well, now
Steph at 2. I got John Wall above Lillard. I just did that the last time.
You cannot have John. I'm sorry.
Well, I can't.
I'm gonna tell you why. The Portland Trail Blazers was considered to be one of the worst teams. They was preseason wise, they was record wise, allegedly going to be a terrible team after LA left, and John Wall carried them boys
to the playoffs last year.
And they coach should have won Coach of the Year.
Okay.
No way.
Wait.
The Wizards was trash.
Wait. What? Where was the Wizards trash?
They was trash last year, bro.
Bro, they wasn't trash. Wait. In
the East.
Bill was hurt, so Wall was carrying the squad on his own. On the flip side, when LA left, Lillard had CJ McCollum out there scoring 21 a game. What you talking about? didn't do it all by himself. He scored like 23, and CJ scored like 21.
And they was only projected to win 19 or 20 games.
What that projection got to do with? What the projection got to do? Man, that don't mean nothing.
First in the league, and Lillard said, "I got us."
That don't mean nothing.
Is Lillard the star of the team?
What that got to do with? What that got to do with? That don't have, man. Look, CJ McCollum blossomed in front of our eyes last season. Am I right?
I like CJ. I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing. I'm saying you took Dame off your list.
I had just made Dame. I put Wall above Lillard. So then when I made the move to put Kyrie on, of course, somebody got to move out. That's Dame. That's Dame. Yes, I like Dame. Dame is a great player. Dame ain't better than John Wall, dog.
It got to be Wall.
Okay. I don't think so.
I like John. I like John Wall, so I don't want to slander John Wall. But to me, Lillard or Wall, give me Lillard.
Okay.
First of all, your list, you had to go back to the. He get a. See, this is what I hate about the chat. Because y'all let Spade get a list 2.0.
What you
can't
mean?
Ever get a list 2.0.
You out here getting the chat to endorse your technically. If we had a show that week, Spade would have said. So you can do all that. I can go back and fix my list.
But that's true though.
I'm putting Kyrie on the list. It is what it is. Dame off. Give me John Wall.
Spade's a basketball expert, but he leave Kyrie off his list.
I tell you what, John Wall said he wished he had a Robin that scored 21 a damn game. I bet you that. I bet he wished while Bradley Beal was over there getting
Bradley Beal. They just paid him.
Man, Bradley Beal barely gave him 21 games last season. More or less 21 a game.
They paid him.
That ain't got nothing to do with John Wall. John Wall didn't cut the check.
Best backcourt in the league last year.
I'm ready to move forward. I want to get in the chat and see what they saying.
Okay. All right, let's move on to the pick'em game. Y'all know I'm up one game right now, right?
Let me see what the chat's saying. Hold up.
Am I not up one game now?
I don't believe so. Great, what you talking about? All right, you wait till after the show.
Wait, am I not up one game now?
I don't believe so. You just asked me that and I just answered. I don't know, man. I got
Cowboys and Packers. Cowboys and Packers.
That feel like that was real old because the Packers just had a game. The Packers done had a game since that game, so it ain't no sense in bringing that up. That's old.
And then they played Thursday, Spade.
I mean, that's old. That's a whole nother week.
Anyway, let's get into the pick'em game. Like I said, I'm up a game. October 27th, we're going to take it to the association. We're going to go LA Clippers at the Portland Trail Blazers, Spade, for the pick'em game. We're going to the association.
Yep.
We pick NBA games. The NBA will be back by the time you guys see the next show. Spade, who you got, Clippers or Portland?
I got the Clippers for some of the same reason that I was just saying. I mean, your boy Dame, who you feel like is top 5, probably going to go out there and get a little reckless. No, seriously, I got the Clippers because Portland don't really have that depth. When you look at they roster, I don't know, man. Them two guys going to have to do it all again, which they shown they can do. But at some point, I feel like the depth of the Clippers team is going to get them the dub. Give me the Clips. Who you like?
Give me the Portland Trail Blazers because they do have the depth. They just signed Evan Turner.
Woo.
They just signed Evan Turner. They still got the two bigs. They got Aminu. I think Plumlee? They got Ed Davis.
What two bigs? Plumlee?
Yeah, Plumlee and Miles Leonard. Something Leonard. I think his name Miles Leonard. I know somebody's going to correct me. It's something Leonard. That shooting, that stretch big. But anyway, they signed some people to get them some depth. Evan Turner isn't trash, y'all.
I didn't say he was trash, but
no. They saying it in the chat that Evan Turner is trash. He's not trash. It's not trash. But for that reason, give me the Portland Trail Blazers to win that game. I take Portland. I think they'll win that game. October 27th versus the Clippers.
And this will put me up.
Myers Leonard. Thank you, Gray. Myers Leonard.
This will put me up because we tied, right?
No, I'm up one. What are you talking about?
I don't remember that.
Of course. But anyway, let us know in the comment section down below. In the pick'em game,
who y'all
the association is back. Let me know who you picking, Clippers or Portland. If you're with us now, let us know. We're going to talk to you guys after the live stream. If you're watching on YouTube on demand, the show will be up before this game is played on October 27th. Leave in the comment section down below who you have winning, Clippers or the Blazers. Let us know.
You just made your pick based off of Evan Turner. What year is this? What year is this?
Spade, go ahead.
Is this Evan Turner? Is he still at Ohio State?
I don't even want to ever hear you talk basketball again.
I mean, it was a technicality, a little bit of a mistake. Let's finish the show strong, man. Let's deliver our strong on performer of the week. This segment right here, where we take a man or woman in sports who raised their level of play to ensure their team got the victory, and we give them the most prestigious award in podcast history. It's called a Strong On Performer of the Week. Last time I checked, I think James Harden is going to the Strong On Performer of the Week Hall of Fame for winning the most of these awards. From both of us. Not just me. LaParis be giving them mad awards too.
No, I don't.
LaParis, you on the hot seat.
I can never get a chance to give James Harden an award, because you give James Harden an award every week, even when he don't play. You even gave him the Strong On Performer of the Week for them ugly ass shoes. Them shoe boots.
No, I definitely did not. And
we're
not bringing up the shoes again.
For his shoe boots.
We're not bringing up the shoes again. You on the hot seat. Who is your Strong On Performer for this past week and why, sir?
I'm going to tell you, for my Strong On Performer of the Week, Spade, the crazy thing is I was going to go to the WNBA and give it to Candace Parker, but it was a technicality going on in the WNBA. The Lynx, I think they the Minnesota Lynx, the coach came out, banged the cannon, and was like, yo. Coach came out, banged the cannon, and said, man, the refs was a travesty. They let a shot clock violation go. They let an 8-second violation go. The refs did a terrible job. This is why this league is where it's at right now, because we can't get the simple things right. She said we can't get the simple things right. So for that reason, first of all, I want to say shout out to the Sparks. Candace Parker did a great thing. She what's the word I want to use? She
won the championship.
No. She dedicated the championship to Pat Summitt, who we all know passed away. She played for Tennessee and Pat Summitt. She dedicated the championship to Pat Summitt. So that was nice. So for that reason, I'm not giving it to a WNBA player, Spade. I'm taking it to the NFL, and I'm
whoa! What was all that then? Why you waste 5 minutes of our life to not get them no award?
It's like me just talking some WNBA, since you don't never want to talk WNBA. I mean, you don't ever want to talk WNBA.
Get him, chat. Get him, chat.
I had to
that sounds pretty sexy,
anyway,
bro.
Spade,
that sounds sexy.
My Strong On Performer of the Week goes to David Johnson of the Arizona Cardinals. He had 22 carries, 111 yards rushing, and 3 touchdowns in a win over the New York Jets, who the Jets front seven is pretty damn stout. But David Johnson put the Cardinals on his back, and for that reason, he is my Strong On Performer of the Week. And I told you David Johnson was a top 5 back in the league. He been tearing the league up, Spade, this year. And you said, I don't know, David Johnson he didn't even lead the league in rush. He didn't even lead his team in rushing per average. It was Ellington. I told you David Johnson was that dude. And for that reason, he is my Strong On Performer of the Week.
I'm just sitting here in shock. Why was Candace Parker not good enough to get the award, bro?
I'm just saying, because it was
you
some
bad. You're not giving it to a WNBA player. What does that even mean?
It was because it was some bad calls in the WNBA.
It's bad calls in the NBA every night. That lady was just mad because she lost. No, let me yell in the microphone. Let me yell in the microphone. That lady was just mad because she lost. She talking about that's what's wrong with this league. Our refs missed some calls. She ain't got cable. They miss calls in the NBA every night. They ain't called her traveling in the NBA since Michael Jeffrey Jordan was in the league.
WNBA game is more exciting than the Thursday night football game.
I didn't know about a Thursday night football game, college or pro, because I was on the plane. I was on the plane. It was a long flight. It was some turbulence. Planes all over the place. So I don't even know if it was a game this past Thursday. What I know though is that the Minnesota Lynx coach was just tight. After a loss, everybody's tight. She was doing all that ranting and raving. They had Maya Moore pretty self sitting up there beside her, just looking just as calm as can be.
Was them Hokies tight?
What?
Was them Hokies tight?
Hoagies? What kind of hoagies? Turkey hoagies?
Spade.
Ham? I don't eat hoagies. Tight. I don't eat cold cuts. I already told you I was on the plane and I couldn't see the game, and I don't know what happened. What I know, though, is that it's bad calls in every sport at every level. From Pee Wee League. Nah. I'm going in right now. Let me have my moment. That lady was just tight because she lost. That doggone That call right there ain't the reason why her team ain't win. Her team ain't win.
They missed a lot of calls.
Bro, they missed a lot of calls in the NBA. Aisha Curry said it's fixed. You was there. Let me give y'all my strong on performer of the week. First of all, Candace Parker, LA Sparks, I want to apologize for my co-host disregarding y'all like y'all not good enough to win the award. And if I'd have known he was going to do that, I would give y'all the award.
But why you not
is, I already got another name engraved on it. I don't want to get him no award with somebody else's name on it. I mean, I ain't that low class. I'm going to give my strong on performer of the week for a member of the Miami Dolphins. This guy right here was in the doghouse with the coaches. I have been telling everybody he was it because I'm always right, just like I am on my top 5 point guard list and shooting guard list.
Man,
sorry, Kyrie. Kyrie, I'm sorry.
You got Kyrie. No, you're not. You got list 2.0.
Kyrie, I'm sorry. Kyrie.
You got list 2.0.
Kyrie
This ain't no mock
he
draft.
good with it.
You
If
can't
Kyrie
mock
good
draft.
with it, why you mad? Kyrie good with it. I want to give my strong on performer of the week to Jay Ajayi, running back for the Miami Dolphins.
Lord.
What's the problem here? What is the problem? You kind of all over the place today. What is the problem? My man had 25 carries for 204, 2 TDs, in a dominant performance. Anybody that had this guy in their fantasy lineup, I didn't, because I don't like fantasy. But you had a great day. Jay Ajayi for that performance and that win for the Dolphins, who needed it so desperately. You are my strong arm performer of the week. And if I had an extra one here, if I had another one, I'd give it to Candace Parker. Because you good enough to me, Candace. Go ahead, bro.
Spade is going to find a way
to
wiggle his way out of some BS. He's going to find a way to get James Harden as a topic on this show. He's going to find a way to mention them damn Dolphins. He's going to find a way to omit the Canes losing. The Canes played Florida State.
I don't know what happened.
Ever since.
I don't know what happened.
It's been all downhill ever since they played Florida State.
I was on a flight.
Yeah, you don't see the Canes when they lose. Dolphins win one game in a month, and he got to give that guy strong arm performer of the week, man.
All right, well, let me ask you this.
He don't put Kyrie on his list. If anything, you should have Kyrie on your list because he's from Jersey. Well, if anything.
That's probably how he got omitted, to be honest with you. Can I ask you a question, though? Seriously.
What, Spade?
Did you have the Dolphins beating the Steelers?
No.
Exactly.
No.
All right, no further questions. You can go ahead. Know why they won?
I also didn't have Ndamukong Suh kicking Big Ben in his leg, making his leg touch his thigh. I didn't see that. I didn't predict that either.
I mean, this is a contact sport. This is a contact sport. People got limbs flailing all over the place. Accidents happen.
But that dude Spade, he can take up for it. Listen, man, we want to thank y'all for joining us on this Saturday afternoon. As usual, we're going to get in the chat after, we close out the show. We want to thank y'all for joining us this Saturday afternoon. Every Saturday, you guys be here. Thanks for rocking with us, man. As usual, I tell you guys all the time, man, when we say we greatly appreciate y'all being here, we appreciate that from the bottom of our heart. You guys could be anywhere on Saturday, but you choose to be here rocking with us during our live show. If you guys missed the show live, you can definitely check it out at TheFullHouseEnt on demand on YouTube. And if you don't want to see two guys arguing back and forth in boxes, you can check us out. You can check out our audio podcast. We got audio podcasts everywhere. SoundCloud, ऊPodOmatic, iTunes. We got audio podcasts everywhere. You can find us. I mean, if you can't comment live or on the show, you can email us, hit us on Twitter. We on social media. We got it everywhere. You guys, we greatly appreciate y'all joining us, man. Spade, you got anything else to add?
No. If anybody saw the Miami Hurricane game, let me know. I was on a flight, so I don't know what happened.
Well, we'll see you guys next episode. I want to thank you guys for rocking with us, man. Spade was wrong about his top 5. Spade was wrong.
Okay.
Spade found a way about getting them damn Dolphins on this show, and Spade got amnesia about Miami. Ever since they played the nose, it's been ever since. I want to thank y'all for joining us. Spade, I'm gonna hit up Kyrie. Kyrie, you ain't in Spade top 5. I'm sorry, bro.
He is, bro. Relax.
What's in mind? I'm sorry.
Relax.
I want to thank y'all for joining us. We'll see you guys next episode. Peace.